Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. This is for all of my OBS guys out there. I know I've had a lot of comments asking when's the next Desolate Dusty build video. So we got the Ultimate Adventure OBS back in the shop. And today we're gonna be doing a 9-inch Currie from Desolate Motorsports. Let me show you what we're doing. Come on back here. You clicked on the video, you obviously know why we're here. Here it is. Here's the new spec built Currie from Desolate Motorsports. This is a 9-inch Ford, third member in the front, fully built housing from Currie. Stainless steel brake lines. It's got a disc brake conversion with Wilwood calipers on the back of it. So we're gonna convert that old Ford 8.8 that's got, you know, a tired rear center housing in it, tired brakes, with this monster. So we're gonna go ahead and get the old one pulled out. We're gonna put it next to each other and kind of show you the difference between the old one and why you'd want to do this. I'm gonna cover a little bit of the cost analysis between this, you know, rear end here, and then maybe what it would cost to rebuild that one, so you kind of get an idea of what it would take. I'm also going to be installing this here in the shop on the ground with jack stands and jacks to kind of show you an idea that it can be installed in your driveway. You don't have to have a shop to do this, even though this is a massive project. So let's go ahead and start tearing this one down. 31-year-old brake technology, newer brake technology. So it's going to go from a drum rib brake with parking brake to a disc brake with parking brake. Desolate has a video of showing the stopping difference between this and doing this. It's on their YouTube channel. It'll be up here in the video. Click it somewhere. But it's like a substantial difference in braking power by switching the rear brakes to this. So swapping this thing out is it's a pretty simple install, because that's what makes this kind of really unique. Is it's literally a bolt-in housing. It's specifically built for the OBS Broncos, so we just got to disconnect the parking brake cables, the brake line, and these 4 U-bolts, and the whole thing will just come right out, and the drive shaft. And then the new one will go right back in, plug in the brakes to the factory location, hook the parking brake back up, and bolt it in. It's ready to drive. So that's what I'm doing now, is disconnecting my vent tube, brake line, and parking brake, and hopefully get this thing out in the next 10-15 minutes. Yeah, baby brakes. We're gonna pause the video real quick because I got my girls at the shop. They're my cheerleaders today. So, yeah. A few videos back, I think we're doing the wheels and tires on this truck. She was screaming in the background. I think that was like 4 months ago, 5 months ago. And yeah, now baby girl's 9 months old. And now she's just curious. Soon you'll be wrenching on Dusty. Building this is the whole reason we got this, was to do like adventures with my girls, and you know, taking her camping and stuff. And at some point she's gonna watch this video. What? I was just telling the internet how excited we were to like have this truck to do adventures and stuff with her and you. Yeah. And like she's at some point will watch this video.
Yeah.
And yeah, see me building it, and then one day it might be hers. I needed a specialty tool, a BMH. I needed a specialty tool, BFH, big effing hammer.
That joke took so long for you to say. Oh, that was terrible. Hey, how about you say your joke again?
Shut up, man. It's been a long day. Okay.
You look like a caveman. Like hitting that thing. Just look like a caveman hitting a fire.
Have to turn the ugga up.
What'd you say it was? The ugga ugga?
The ugga ugga.
Well,
mean, there's definitely a more graceful way to do it, but because this is not being reused, it's kind of like, The main thing that I did was just scratch my floor up. All right, guys, I want to show you the difference between the 9-inch Currie spec built Desolate rear end versus the OEM 8.8 that came in the truck. So, you know, don't get me wrong, this is a $7,500 unit, fully built with the true track in it, disc brake conversion, painted to go right in the truck, brake lines, fully drop-in unit is $7,500. That's expensive. But if you were going to legitimately rebuild this thing to match the strength of this, you're going to be close to the same ballpark. You know, some specs with this. This has 35 spline axle shafts, so a lot larger than this. I think these are 27 spline. I'll let you guys put in the comments exactly. I think they're 27 spline axles, so a lot larger axles. You can get 1/2 inch or 5/8 wheel studs. I opted to do the 1/2 inch because I'm not going to drill out the wheels yet. I might switch that out later, whereas this is only 1/2 inch wheel studs. Now, braking from this to that, we talked about that a while ago. You get a 12-inch Wilwood disc brake conversion with Wilwood calipers versus drum brakes. So obviously the braking capacity is going to be far more superior over the drum brakes. You can get this fully built with a Yukon locker or a true track, which is what I did for the purpose that I'm going to be using this truck. That is the best suit for me. Again, depending on what you're going to do with your truck, it's up to you guys. Stainless steel brake lines, large. It's got a large billet cap so we can fill it up. This takes 5 quarts of fluid versus like probably 3.5. So again, the more fluid that we can keep in this differential, the cooler the unit's going to run, which means the longer it's going to last. Not to mention too, this is a third member that is removable because it's a 9-inch. So in the event that I need to rebuild the rear end, we can pop it off without pulling the whole thing apart. Whereas this, it's easier to take this out and rebuild it versus having it built inside the differential. We can bench build this if we needed to. Or if you wanted to have a third member ready to go, already built and assembled, you could do that too and just drop it in. Another thing too is that Desolate gives you a kit that relocates to the VSS, so that way it's not going to be back here on the back of the housing anymore, so we'll relocate that. And then also we're going to convert from a smaller U-joint to a 1350 U-joint on this. Again, everything is just beefed up, so in the event that you're really going to push your truck or maybe add more horsepower, this is the way to go. In my opinion, it is a little bit more expensive versus building this, but you get far more strength and capability versus building this unit. Now, for the vast majority of guys out there, they might not need all of this, but our future plans for the Bronco are to get a little wild with it, be a long travel and more horsepower. So I want to make sure that we have a rear end in the back that's capable to withstand all of that abuse that we're going to be throwing at it without spending a ton of money building this original 8.8. And again, this is a direct bolt-in kit, so all the spring perches, the shock mounts, the brake lines, everything will go right in the back of this Bronco without having to modify, worry about pinion angles. All of this stuff is already pre-done by Desolate Motorsports. Ships to your driveway. You can do it in your garage with literally a few hand tools. We'll be back on the road in a couple hours. So pretty rad. Let's go ahead and get this thing bolted back in, and then we will show you guys what it looks like once it's all bolted up. All right, guys, so almost done with the install. I got to go ahead and bleed the brakes next. So I got an air bleeder here, got extra brake fluid. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the air out of the back lines, make sure that's ready to go. I need to pull the drive shaft off real quick, switch the U-joint in the back, and then it'll be ready to drive. So we'll go out and take it for a spin and see how it feels and looks. All right, guys, I got Dusty up on the lift. Everything is done. I just bled the brakes, but I wanted to kind of talk about a few things that I did underneath the truck. That's a little hard to video when it's on the ground. Again, I did all of this on the ground, so if you're doing this at home in your driveways or in your garage, It's totally doable. That's why I did it that way. But one thing with the old Ford 8.8, the vehicle speed sensor is on top of the pumpkin at the pinion. And obviously with the new Currie 9-inch in the back, there's no longer a place to relocate that vehicle speed sensor. So Desolate Motorsports has a aluminum vehicle speed sensor relocation kit that relocates that sensor from the pumpkin to the back of the transfer case. So I went ahead and did that last night off camera. I was getting sort of late. We just basically tried to knock it out, but we'll show you that here in the video. It's got a new ring that goes around the backside of the flange on the transfer case, and then a sensor bracket that holds it on at the transfer case itself. Literally 4 bolts, the flange nut, 2 bolts, bolt it back on. It takes like 15 minutes. Once you do this though, you do have to reprogram your speedo or PSOM, and Desolate gives you instructions when they give you this kit. To do that, you can only reprogram your speedometer 6 times. So make sure you have your tire size and axle ratio set with future plans that we don't run out of time to do that. Anyway, that'll compensate for the 35-inch tire. I have 456s now with this new rear end. So anyway, that allow you the truck to track the way it's supposed to. But everything is all buttoned up. Everything is, looks good. I wanted to show you guys what it looks like underneath. There's a couple bump stop pads on the top of the axle housing that allow you to run some more goodies in the future. That is also coming, so stick around for that. And yeah, I'm super stoked to have this in the truck. It looks great. It bolted right in. There was fit and finish, which is always good with all the Desolate stuff. So let's pull it out of the shop and take it for a spin. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching another video on Dusty, my ultimate adventure OBS build in association with Desolate Motorsports. Desolate, thank you guys so much for helping me with this build. Stick around, we have a couple more videos on this truck. The next video will be a roll cage, rear bumper, front bumper, and a fuel tank skid plate. Then we're doing long travel, then we're doing a big brake kit, and then we might have some more power upgrades after that. So again, thank you so much for watching. Comment if you like the video. If you have any questions, put it in the comments below. We'll see you in the next one.